Hi everyone, it's been a while. I'm back. So yeah, it's been like several months since last time I touched this project. Um, I didn't do anything rendering related over that time. Life happened, but now I'm back. And well, a few weeks ago I was back, and I said, okay, well I'll spend maybe a few hours or a weekend um, working on this renderer again. And I was looking at the code and trying to implement the features that I had on my to-do list, and I realized that it was a mess. It was mm, not the happiest thing ever. So the problem is, I was using mesh shaders, which I was very happy with, but they don't work on all hardware. At least not they are not hardware accelerated everywhere. So if I wanted to use this on other hardware, uh, I wouldn't have been able to. So I rewrote everything to use some ray tracing. Um, Nothing too groundbreaking here. So basic structure is just a VBH that has several like segments of like 16 by 16 by 16 voxels, um, and then each segment I walk with a DDA, and then I do a first prepass. It's a low resolution prepass to fill in a direct light cache, and then I use another cache where on my full resolution pass I accumulate indirect light on that cache, and that's temporal, so it converges over time, but it may take a couple of frames. Here, maybe you won't even notice it. You will notice, well, there are a couple of fireflies over there, but let's not look at the fireflies. Okay, so if I put some lights, then you can see, oh, ooh, the cache is converging. Yeah, it's very noisy, but it stabilizes quite quickly. But if you look at the ceiling, look at the ceiling. Whoa, you can see that. So there are obviously several techniques for dealing with this. I can optimize it in several ways. Right now, I'm refreshing the whole world's cache, even when the light only touches only affects a single small region. So obviously I can improve that. Again, like there are several things that I know how to do and that I can do, but I'll still. Oh, I wasn't inside the wall. I still haven't done it. Okay, so cool. This is nice. The other thing I have is some procedurally generated Persian house. For now, it's quite ugly, but it's getting there. We have some nice Voronoi noise path leading to this entrance. It's a little buggy right now, but look at these bushes. Oh, the bushes are so nice. Don't look at the ugly door. Just look at the bush. Look, so nice. Okay. Yeah. So if we go inside, then you will see more noisy ugliness, which I don't like at all. I need to do something about it. But again, it converges fairly quickly, and once it does, it's very stable. Um, Obviously, since now everything is ray traced, I can have glass, and it's like super tricky. Like this was like what 5 minutes implementation. Like it's super easy to do like something simple. Um, Obviously, it's like a 15-minute implementation, so I can do it better, right? But yay, I have a glass. Like doing this with mesh shaders, it would have been a mess, or I would have ended using some sort of ray tracing anyway, on top of all the rasterization. So maybe like a different, like a separate thing. But yeah, so everything, like editing things, is way faster than it was before. I don't know if it's noticeable here, but everything is running above 60 FPS. The world is way bigger than the world I used to have. Obviously, in terms of like this sort of pixel projects, I wouldn't consider this a big scene, right? So I've seen bigger, but you know, it's much better than before, and I can keep steady FPS even with way bigger scenes. Obviously, this is a rather simple scene in the sense that um, since I'm using the VBH, right, I don't need to do many checks here. Actually, inside the house, the frames are a little bit lower. The frame rate is a little bit lower than outside, because here, like if I look at this or this, I end up doing a lot of DDAs inside those VBH segments. So that's a little bit that takes a little more hits. But yeah, it is still very steady. Obviously, I can move the sun like before. I can. Oh, actually, I can. Let me make it night. Uh, now, as you can see, several things are happening now. First of all, part of the cache didn't refresh because it was in the middle of the frame. I don't really intend to turn off the sun, so you know, I'm not worried about this. But I want to show you something, so I'll just put some lights here, so I can make sure the cache refreshes. Okay, so I wanted to show you this, so it's more clear how I'm taking like several samples over time and then converging into the final color. And that's it. I don't want to make it much longer. Yeah, I'll keep adding stuff now that the basic things are there again, and that doing things like water reflections are like way easier to implement, and then the fact that the world updates are so faster, that will allow me to finally have more interaction than just, you know, putting some lights or or deleting things, or adding things. Obviously, you can still, you know, add things. Let me turn on the light again, because it's I hate all that noise. Honestly, I didn't want to do any like ray tracing temporal thing because I hate all those noisy effects. But man, it's so easy. I don't know if I can go back uh, after this. I think I won't go back to mesh shaders for a while. Okay, bye. Or wait, I need to find the stop recording button. Now, bye.